A digital identity in the shortest form is really an electronic footprint of what that user is and what they have access to. So years ago, when we had really mainframes, we had very few IDs, very few systems, so it was pretty easy to control. But as technology grew, new technologies came out, then we woke up and we found companies had hundreds, thousands of applications and systems. So therefore, we had tens or even hundreds of IDs. Then it became a little bit difficult to manage. Then the internet came out, and then we had this huge explosion of consumer business. Now we have all these identities, and if we can link them together for not only what the users have access into the companies, but what their consumer patterns are. So I can really take that identity as a company and know exactly what they've been doing. And I can tailor a product or service just to that one consumer. And I can do that for everybody. The executives are making a lot of investment in managing these digital identities today because they've understood that their ecosystem is much, much larger than they had before. So now they've got to really be able to put a management function in place for these digital identities so they can leverage them to enrich their own demand forecasting and planning so they can target exactly what that consumer wants to purchase. So let's look at banking as an example. What they want to do is take all that behavioral transaction patterns for banking customers across all products, not just depository accounts and savings accounts, but investment banking, and really build a profile of how that consumer uses the banking services so they can target other services, upsell services to that consumer. So the companies who take a business as usual approach in their spare time, those are the companies who are likely to fail. But the companies who really take an aggressive approach, look at the enterprise, look at all their business partners and all the functions that make up, not just security and IT, but the business. Those are the ones who have a great chance of succeeding, managing their digital identities, and getting real business value out of it.